Cool. It's on. Oh, that's very bright. Very bright. How are you all? Let me know who's in. Doesn't always tell me who comes into these, so just comment or give us a little wave or something. Say hi. Hope you all had a good weekend. Someone did say that they thought these were a bit late in the evening. Let me know what you think about that. Really, the only reason I put them at 9 is because I normally don't finish PT till 8ish, 8:30 some days. I try not to work past 8 and have a bit of food. So by that point, it's 9 o'clock, and here I am. It's non-stop for me. But again, someone did actually just message saying you do too much. Like, other PTs don't do live videos and all this sort of stuff, but here we are. Looks like you're giving yourself a tan. Probably could with that light, to be fair. It's an 18-inch ring light. It's massive. In fact, can it spin? Oh yeah. Look at it. Massive. This is where I break the tripod. And we're back. But yeah, 18. Oh, fluffy hair, look. Fluffy hair. Happy Monday to you too. Hey Renville. Looks like some regimental badges I can see there. Very, very small picture. Looks like a sphinx to me. My hairdresser's got one of those. Yeah, no, they're brilliant. The lights are brilliant. It costs a fair bit because it's such a big one, but I don't do things by half measures. So there's these tiny little ones you can get on Amazon that are like 30 quid and they're like this big, and I was like, nah, 18-inch one. Yeah, it cost quite a bit actually. But it's made its money's worth. I've used it no end of times. I use it for everything. Haven't actually used it for still photography, which is probably what they're supposed to be for. But I think the time is good. Yeah, you think 9 p.m? It's not too late. I think people are going to be sat there on their phones or whatever in the evening. I thought this was a good sort of time to do them. Not too early that people are still, cooking dinner and stuff. Go big or go home. Yeah, like that. Size matters. Okay. Got a lot of things that light up in this room actually. I've got my Lumi lamp as well. I don't know if you can see. It's gradually wakes you up with sunlight. Don't know if you can see that. Basically, hang on. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It gradually wakes you up, and then you can go to sleep with it as well, and it'll gradually get darker. And it has an alarm on it. It does the noises and stuff, but the light itself gradually wakes you up. It's brilliant. In fact, I need to set that while I'm... Oh my god, what have I done? Got some funky mood lighting now. Let's go in yellow and orange and shit. Oh god. There we go. I want one of them, but a smaller one. Is that the this? Is that what you mean? It's about 30 quid. But it works. Rob Davey. There's a name I haven't seen in a while. How are you? Unfortunately, the best looking man around is Rob Davey. It's not on. It's just not on. Looks like a grow clock my niece has. Grow? I don't know what that means. Glow. Yeah, well, I think it's the same sort of thing. It makes sense actually because in like the summer when it gets light at like 4 a.m, I'm up like as soon as the sun comes in, like to a point where I don't know if I spin you around again. These are pretty much, I don't know if you can see that, these are pretty much shut, like closed off. There's a tiny bit of natural light on the other one. On the other one's slightly open, don't know if you can see that. But yeah, as soon as the sunlight comes in, I'm up, and that's what that does. It's supposed to be a less harsh way than just an alarm noise going off. It's a grower. I mean, one of them. Okay. This is a family show, guys. But yeah, how are you all? How have you all been? Well done, people that have had sessions today. I know I'm trying to cram them in before Christmas. So, oh my god, I've not caught up on my messages and stuff. I've got loads of notifications. Apologies if you think I'm ignoring your WhatsApp messages and stuff. I'm not, but there's loads going on apparently. Hi Tamara. I got to punch you today. Yeah, you did. And I think you enjoyed it way too much, actually, the boxing. But hey, one of them things. Is any of you in tier 4 or anything like that affected by that stuff? Let me know how you're feeling about that. All this, the new strain of COVID and all this other stuff. I have to self-isolate until I get results. Yeah, hopefully that comes back negative for you. I reckon we've all had it at some point, you know, because I've been quite ill and stuff over the last months or so. Hey Amy, how are you? I do actually have some questions. So, did anyone keep up with my advent calendar workouts, by the way? Anyone try today's one? Let me know. Oh god, I can't even find it. Oh, here's one. Any tips for keeping on track with food over Xmas days? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's Christmas. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'd just make up later on, if that makes sense. It's here on the coast. I think I had it back in March from what I did the first week. Okay, how long was that taking? Had test today, so we'll get back. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, with keeping on track with Christmas and stuff, just, I'd say enjoy it. I mean, I'm not saying giving you a free pass to just like, hair is super fluffy, what's going on? I'm not giving you a free pass just to eat the earth and go ballistic with it, but sometimes you just need a break from counting calories. And so I mean, you'll get to a point where you're so used to what you're eating and regimented and stuff, you won't even need to calorie count, and you won't need to track things as well, because you'll just know. Like, I know a chicken Caesar, or I don't know, one of those Tesco's wraps that they do, they're about 430 calories, give or take, depending on which one you have. I know that chocolate digestive biscuit is 83 calories. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. It's not. But even more than that, and more than numbers, because you don't eat calories, you eat food. So, real terms, you just know that, oh, okay, I can have a biscuit at night and still feel good about it, and still, this won't set me over the edge, and this, I can have a couple of coffees a day, or, do you know what I mean? It's more of just a lifestyle thing than being super rigid like these watcher clubs and stuff that they have, slimming clubs. You must not do this. It doesn't really work for people. Not in the long run. It's a day just to not overthink. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying overindulge with Christmas, but maybe think about where you want to be in a month's time. Like, if you eat lots of stuff from Christmas Eve until New Year, it's not the end of the world. It's a small, in the grand scheme of things, it's 1 week out of 52. If you think about it, it's not a big deal. But you may feel a bit rubbish when you do go back to measuring yourself or trying to start from scratch, but normally that's a good start point. And I know everyone, I don't really like the whole New Year, New Me thing, but people do it anyway. See, I definitely want to watch what I eat. I should really, Christmas is a day just indulging bad food. It's more lack of working out, eat some more rubbish. Yeah, again, it all comes into play. The fact that you're going to be a bit lazier, a bit more relaxed. You probably won't go out and work out. I say I went for a nice walk with my dad last Christmas. The pictures come up on my Google Photos timeline thing earlier. Yeah, I might even go for a little jog. I used to do that before. I used to go for a run in the morning. I'd feel great for it, and then I'd just eat loads of stuff, but I'm bulking back up, so it doesn't really affect me. Okay, then it's New Year. I'll start. Yeah, again. So normally it's a refresh point. It's a break point in the syllabus, if you like, and people start again, start afresh. Better mindset. Again, I understand the New Year, New Me thing. I just don't. I think people put way too much emphasis on it, and they're like, I remember someone saying it in October. They're like, "Oh, we'll start the gym in the new year." I'm like, "Fucking hell!" It's like 3 months away. Yeah, one of them things, really. So, hopefully that made sense. Best way to relax after a busy week. Depends what you're doing. what you enjoy doing as well to relax. Depends what you're doing that stresses you out, and that work-wise and the family and all this sort of stuff. Depends what's draining you in that sense. What do you like to do? This was an Instagram question, but I thought I'd bring it out here. You know, are you one of these people that loves to go for a walk? Are you one of these people that loves to sit in front of the TV, watch Netflix, have a massive bag of Doritos and dip, a couple of beers? I don't know. Make it a special occasion though, when you do. So, again, the whole idea of people trying to eat clean or make good choices during the week and then binge on the weekend, sometimes they need that relaxation, if that makes sense. I don't think that's the best way to do it at all, because if you eat properly or work out the right ways of doing it, you can still indulge in midweek, you know. Again, yeah, each to their own. If I ask 10 people how do you like to relax, they're going to give me 10 different answers at least. Today I only think of one. So, like I say, you might be a budding artist. You might draw. You know, you might do poetry. I don't know. It's very subjective. Sort of things I like to do. I'm trying to do this thing now. Like I've actually got 2 phones, so I can switch off from work mode. I don't know if you're on pretty full on work mode all the time. And one of the main reasons I got my second phone is because, and I don't even know the number in it. I couldn't tell you what the number for it is, but it's, what I'd find was I'd go to the gym, and if I didn't have my notepad on me, or because I've lost a notepad before and then I'd found it thankfully, but if it's all backed up and on my phone, then there's no chance of me losing it. But as soon as I get my phone out to write down what I'm doing mid-workout, then it'll pop up on my phone, 3 missed calls or WhatsApp messages or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these random different platforms. And then I've done again, that's why my fitness is not an excuse, but why my fitness has suffered quite a lot. And I do go to the gym. Like I find myself wandering around the gym, message someone had inquired on like Facebook Messenger or something like that about how much PT is, and I'm like middle of my set, so I've just done some squats or something, and then I'd pause, and then because once I've opened the message, I can't just, if I close it again, they'll think I'm ignoring them, or I'll probably forget about it, or not see it, or not reply out of accident or whatever. So I'm like, right, I've got to sort this, and that can be 5-10 minutes where I'm paused my workout. Do you know what I mean? So I needed that extra phone where, because even putting it on airplane mode wasn't working, and if I was playing my music from my phone, and like Spotify wasn't downloaded or whatever, I'd put it back on, take it off airplane mode, and I'd just be like, oh, fuck's sake, people messaging me all the time, and I couldn't switch off. So that me time was never really, I'd say a good 2 years. That's not happened properly. But that's one of them things. That's my own problem. Even to a point where I was wandering around the gym with an iPad, and I was like filling it in and stuff like this, and then it'd still pop up on like iMessage or something. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, fucking hell. Yeah. And I mean, you can't beat a good old notebook. In fact, let me show you something. I don't know if you guys actually care, but I'm going to show you. Oh, I got bought this. So, normally, this sort of size this sort of size notebook. Normally do me, but I've bought one of these. But again, the problem with this is, so here's where I've written down certain exercises. Problem with that is, I'll keep changing it, or if a certain gym hasn't got that certain bit of equipment, like there's not many gyms in Northampton that have a where did I see it? The glute drive machine. Not many. There's like 2. And I've changed gyms here and there and whatever else. So, and if I think of a better program, I'll just adjust. That's another thing. I keep adjusting my own stuff. And it's consistency. That's what you need. That's something I struggle with. I can be completely honest about that. But yeah, no, something like this, this is a training logbook, it's called. And at the end it says here, how did you find that 4-week? How did you find it? How the last 4 weeks of training? Has strength plateaued? Exercises work well and why? What are your goals for the next training block? And then so like that's a Thursday. Like here, I've got some. Here's one I did. I've completed all of these before. This is the second lot of these exercises, but that's a cardio day where I try and do some 2-minute or max reps in 2 minutes sort of things, like kick sits, plank, how many chest to floors I can do, a rower, max distance in 2 minutes, or do you know what I mean? Things like that. Yeah, massive tangent there. Massive tangent. But what I was saying was, oh, okay. Hi everyone, everyone's just joined. I need to get work finished. Back on it, just run or something. I need some hot baths. Yeah, see, like candles, hot baths, cup of tea. Oh, I'd love a cup of tea right now. Netflix, see, I could be going and making myself a cup of tea, but I'm here talking to you lovely people. Alex overload, yeah, tell me about it. Need to have you time, Alex, you need a break. Yeah, see what I mean? So, and I'll still be up until 10 PM doing these sorts of things. So, it's just one of them things, really. Back to the questions though. But yeah, as I was saying, the whole 2 phones thing. So that way I can switch off and like I won't. The idea is I won't answer any work messages or whatever after 8 PM. I put my phone into do not disturb and things like that. So that's just something I struggle with because I'm always on the go. Like, and another reason why my other phone I can just pick up in the middle of the night and write a note, because sometimes I'll just wake up. Like, my quality of sleep is getting so much better. Things like the clock, pillows and stuff like that. But I could still sometimes wake up at 2 a.m. and be like, ha, idea. Why don't I automate everyone's payments on the same day? So I have to do less admin and things like that. And then I'll have to write it down somewhere. I tried to do it the other day. God, when was it? It was in the dark. It was in the dark and it made me laugh because I was trying to write. Okay. I won't really show you what's on here. You don't really need to know, but that's me trying to write in the dark at about. Oh yeah, I wrote it at 2:42 a.m. I was trying to write in the dark. Yeah, so it's a lot easier with a phone. But then the problem with that was before I'd see a notification at 2 a.m. and be like, "Fuck, I better sort that," or I better, and at one point I was messaging clients back at 4 in the morning. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, if I was worked in an office, it'd be an out of hours thing. Do you know what I mean? Good job you're having a mini break at Christmas. Yeah, this year I've gone over this before, but I'm forcing myself to have some time off. I'll still be doing bits and bobs. Got some courses I'm going to do and stuff, but oh, Becky, I think what you've just said, let me open it more. Hey Becky, by the way, I think that's a really good idea. Keep a notepad by bed, phone the other side of the room. I do that because when my alarm goes off I have to get out of the bed then. Yeah, I used to do that. My phone would be on charge the other side of the room, because when my alarm goes off you physically have to get out of bed. That's a really good way of doing it, if you struggle getting out of bed. It also stops you laying in bed just on it for hours and hours. Do you know what I mean? It gives you an off time. Like, Becky, you've got little ones, haven't you? So if your kids, you'd give them a stop time of, say, the TV or whatever. It's the same thing. Lydia said the Prego pillow. Yeah, I don't know if any of you know this. I have an L-shape pillow. So when I hurt my back initially, back in the day, one of the things in order to keep my hips apart, I would put a pillow in between my knees, like sort of spooning pillow. Yeah, if that makes sense. And then this year, come across it on Amazon. It's a pregnancy pillow. Don't laugh, but trust me, if you know, then you know. My quality of sleep's gone up massively. It's like having something to cuddle, if that makes sense. I've actually taken the cover off of it as it's in the wash, but yeah, it's a big long pillow. Not many men would admit to that. Don't care either, but it's game changer. That was game changer. So much comfier because I tend to sleep on my sort of front, if that makes sense. Quality of sleep and stuff. That actually leads me on to my next question that I had, was about what did it say? It said I struggle to sleep. I struggle to sleep at night. How can I struggle to sleep at night. I have done for a while. How can I make this better? Again, there's loads. I've touched on this a few times. One of the best things, again, I don't know if you can see my walls, yeah? Have you ever been to a hotel and you've had like the best night's sleep ever? Because it's so minimalist. Yeah? Normally when you've got a really busy room, there's too much to look at, there's too much to focus on subconsciously, there's too much to look at and stuff. I've tried to keep this very minimalist for that reason, because it's a place that you sleep. I have got my whiteboards and stuff over there because it is essentially my office as well. But one of those things, if I actually got a unit or an office, all of this would just be plain and blank, just as I found it, so that I wouldn't be laying in bed thinking, oh, I haven't read that book for a while, or because I won't keep turning the camera, but over here I've got, on top of my wardrobe, I have folders, books, all sorts of stuff. By my bed I've got a big massive pile of books. I've got clipboards, everything full of paper, to-do lists and stuff, and I'll just sit there and go, oh, I'll try to make it a bit better at the moment, but yeah, if you've got a really busy room, like there's lots of these, like, what do you call it? Like things you buy from like the home shops and stuff. They're like picture frames and all sorts of stuff. Lots of very busy things. Becky just said weighted blankets. I've not tried a weighted blanket. I've heard good things, but also a very bad review about a temperature controlled one or something. Blackout blind. Used to work nights, so got it for them. But even now it makes a room. Yeah, I really wish I had a blackout blind when I worked nights. That would have made so much difference. And again, part of the reason I think you've just joined as after I'd turned the camera and stuff, Becky, but I've got 2 windows. This one next to my bed is completely pretty much shut, blinds wise. Like, I'll spin you around. It's pretty much full on shut, yeah? The other one is a bit open to let some natural light in, because I'm not a complete animal. Tamara. Thanks for that comment, Tamara. I can understand where you're coming from. Emma has that issue since lockdown, setting up office in a minute. Yeah, again, there's too much. If there's too much going on, like a lot of people say, you can't have an office in your bedroom because there's too much. Like, I'm in reaching distance of my computer. I have. There's a desk just here. I've got 4 clipboards on it. Each of them have different bits of paper on. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 7 whiteboards in here, all with different things on. There's a massive pile of paperwork there that needs sorted, and things like that. And you know, if anything, you should lock it away. But then, if you lock it away out of sight, out of mind, are you going to get it done? That's the other problem. That's the only problem with the office bedroom thing. But you know, you've got to make it work where you can. Until I find a unit or a bigger, like a house to look at, like to live in. This is what I got. So, I tried one at my old work. Teachers used to make weighted blankets. They are fab but expensive. Yeah, that's the other thing. They're massively expensive to buy the weighted blankets. I don't think they weigh a lot either. Something like 6 kilos, 9 kilos or something I saw. I've heard they're good. I've heard again. I'm yet to try one. If I do, I'll let you know. Emma has no other options for the office bedroom saga. Yeah, again, one thing I probably would have done different, or I will do different, is, I used to have everything in my old room. I used to have everything on the wall, which is brilliant and better. But this way, I've just propped things up against things, so I can turn whiteboards around. That makes sense. So I'm not always looking at the breakdown of client A, client B boards and stuff, or whatever. They're on this many macros, they're doing this phase of training, whatever. I could just turn that around and not look at it, if that makes sense. If I was really struggling with it. I find things like scents, so like candles and stuff, I've always been a big advocate of things like that. I do like a bath as well. You need a storage system. Mine's a Kallax unit. Each drawer has a different thing in it, i.e. work stuff, kids, school stuff. Yeah, again, it's different things like that. Plants can help. Yeah. So I've got a little cactus in here, it's a little fox pot. it's the hydration thing for me. I know I'll have a good night's sleep if I drink a lot of water. Yes, I might be up in the middle of the night going to the toilet, but the quality of the sleep is better. I tell you what, one of the things I'm going to be trying, I might do it tomorrow. I might start it tonight, actually. I'm going to be comparing. Again, I've done it before. Where are we? Here we are. So I've done it before with Fitbit Apple, the Series 1 Apple Watch I had, and my Samsung watch. I may compare the sleep side of things. Again, I probably should have sold this one, but I think it's still hooked into my phone contract. Yeah, so I will be comparing like the sleep aspect of things, because you can get some really detailed, in-depth things. I have to use a certain app with Apple called Pillow, and that has a good breakdown of, it can even record your sleep if you snore and things like that. I'm very nasally these days, so let's just see if there's still, it's been a while since I've, oh yeah, look at that, there we go. Good little watch, to be fair, but most of the things I have are on Apple, so yeah, we may compare. We may start comparing the difference. But yeah, has anyone got any questions or anything they want to talk about in regards to, you know, the break over Christmas? This will probably be the last live for a little while. We'll see. We'll see. I might do one over Christmas, like over the holidays, maybe. Tell you what, I'm going to go over to Instagram, guys, because it's been 40 minutes. I'll try and keep these short and sweet. So if you're coming over to Instagram, I'll see you over there. If not, have a great evening. If you ever need anything, let me know. Message, you know where to find me. I'll catch you guys later.